Hey there folks, Chuck here, and I have yet another box from Jeff over at remix_CYB on eBay. He has been a really cool eBay seller to work with, so I am giving him a shout out. And he has also given me a discount code for anyone who is watching. You can use the code Flying Valiant on his website. I'll have a link that you can use down in the description down here as well. That will give you 10% off of your order if you order between now and December 31st, 2021. So be sure to check that out because he has got a huge selection of stuff. And he said he threw in some extras here. I know he's worked with Paul over at Diecast Graveyard with giving him some donor castings to use, and he said he threw some stuff in here for me as well. Before I open this, I want to really quick show off these things that I got from Spellcaster, caster being with a K. I've been on a Zilmex kick lately, and they had these super cool Zilmexes. This one I'm not too into because it's pretty small and it doesn't quite pass my mind over matter test. But I love this. This is a straight arrow Dodge van, and this was an actual design you could get part of the street van series, which is crazy to think that you could get that as an approved factory look. And you can see it's missing the decal over here, but there's enough of this one here that I think I can recreate it. And I love this casting. I've been on this weird Zilmex kick lately, and this casting, I've been trying to pick this one up any chance I get. If you have one of these or you want to keep an eye out for them, please do. This is the Chevelle hardtop from Zilmex. And it's basically a 1973 Chevelle Laguna, and my brother actually had one of these. He had a four-door Laguna, so it had the fiberglass front on it, and just a very cool car. It was used in the movie Drive. Ryan Gosling's character had it, and that's not like my favorite movie, but it does have a very cool aesthetic, and I like the soundtrack on it, and I thought the car was a really interesting, obscure muscle car choice. So anyway, check them out. Their link will be in the description below, but we're here to talk about Jeff and see what he shipped me today. So this is a mix of stuff that I bought, and it looks like he has not skimped on loading me up with extra goodies too. Like I said, he's a really good dude. His shipping rates are incredibly reasonable. So, check him out. Tell him, hey, for me, and let's give him some business because he's a good guy and he's definitely a part of the community. He's very much involved with the Panhandle Diecast group, which is Florida-based, as am I. I'm more North Central Florida, but anyway, this is a Matchbox Superfast De Tomaso Pantera that I've been looking forward to getting. So nice to have that one finally in my collection. This is a special one. This is a different version of a casting that I already have or had and got again. And you might have seen it in my toy show thing. This is it's a majorette fourgon. I guess that's a forgon. I don't know. I am not French. Anyway, it's pretty close to 1/64 scale. It's a 1/67 scale van with an extended awning, and I showed it to my daughter, and she fell in love with it, and she carries it everywhere. And she has been hinting, as only a 3-year-old can, that she would like me to make her a vehicle as well. And so I thought, don't tell her, but this is I'm going to make one special just for her. And I think she'll like it. So anyway, that's a future project that I'm trying to get done. This one I bought. I already have several of the Gold Wheel Fieros, but I have this one as... my compressor's going. I just love this Tampo setup, the Stars and Stripes. And I had one, and I started to customize it, and because it was the only one I had, and I felt bad about losing the Tampo, but then I immediately got like 3 of the yellow one, and missed the Tampo enough that I brought it back. And so let's see what else we got in here. Let's see. Okay, this is cool. This is a Johnny Lightning that I didn't have. Classic Type 2 truck. This one, unlike the Hot Wheels one, actually has a bed to it, which I think is very cool. And it's a little different from the M2. This is the hard wheel version. I'm not too worried about it because I'll probably do custom wheels on it when I customize it. But those things are just perfect for customizing. So, oh, this is one he threw in. I've got several of these, but it's always welcome because it's just a great, you've got a relatively stock body on it. It hasn't been chopped or channeled or anything. Everything's there. This one is missing a light, but that's not a big deal. You can make these actually if you... Oh, I haven't released that build yet. I need to do that video. There's a video of me doing a similar one that you can take round map pins and cut them and grind them flat and make headlights. It's not a hard thing to do. And speaking of Zilmix, here's a Zilmix Corvette. I love this casting because it does have an opening hood. The engine bay is nothing to write home about, but it is a good casting. It is pretty close to 164. It's got a good weight to it, actually. You've got a metal body, metal base. The wheels, again, nothing special. It's Zilmix. But this casting is pretty well proportioned. It's got hideous casting lines. Look at those. That is nasty. Opening hood, and it's a fairly unusual, I think this is a 62 Corvette? No, 57. Wow, I was way off. 57 Corvette, which is, I think maybe Matchbox did a 57 Corvette. I know Hot Wheels hasn't. But, I see something here that I didn't order. So this must be another goodie from Jeff. By the way, I'm not saying that Jeff is going to put freebies in your box or anything, but, that's something that he offered and I generously accepted. And I'm just trying to return the favor a little bit here with some positive press about a guy that I like and I've liked working with. This is interesting. This is a Johnny Lightning. It's their old Christine body style. It actually says Christine on the bottom here. It doesn't say 58 Plymouth Belvedere. It says Christine. So that's interesting. It looks like did somebody try painting it? The rivet has come out. Yeah, that's a rough casting, so I can do something fun with that. Still a metal, but that's that older Johnny Lightning, as you can tell, because they hadn't quite figured out how to do A-frame vent windows yet. So, thank you, Jeff. Oh, there's still more in here. Okay. Wow. You can tell he is really secure with his shipping. Okay. Love these. No-name Hong Kong style trucks. That is awesome. Those are fantastic for Gaslands fodder. And we got some kind of police vehicle here. Yeah, this is another no-namer. Maisto. They couldn't quite get the licensing for a Crown Vic. What's funny is this is actually a really nice light bar. Look at that. Really nice light bar. So, perfect for customizing. Okay, what else we got? We got some... These are unfamiliars. This is an interesting one. It's kind of based on like a Buick stock car. It's also by Maisto. I think it might actually say Buick. Yeah. Buick LeSabre stock car. Also with pretty decent light bar. Like you put a little Malta pen on that or a little Stuart Simple and you're good. It's also got a surprisingly detailed grille for a very oddball off casting. But I don't know. I've got a few of them. I love it. Matchbox Corvette Stingray Grand Sport. So it's got the fancy GS hood and the ducts. That's a fun one. Thank you, Jeff. This one is old Matchbox Superfast Fire Chief. Made in England. Looks like it's kind of based off of AMC. Looks like a Javelin kind of thing. Very interesting. That'd be good for a sci-fi themed build. Which, by the way, if you haven't checked out Diecast Heroes yet, their next issue is going to be on sci-fi castings. So we'll be sure to check that out because I might have a build or two in there. And I think it's November 28th is the deadline for that. So check them out. You don't have to be a subscriber to be in it. You just have to be a customizer and submit something interesting and some good photos. So This one's cool. This is one I got, actually. I picked. I don't usually go for fantasies or concepts, but this was the Chevy concept from Yatming. I think it was called the Astro. It was just an interesting prototype vehicle from, I think it was late 60s, and I can't remember exactly when it was from. This is another one that I pick up whenever I can. Hint, hint. The Lincoln Town Car. It's sort of a limo. It's like a little limo, but I don't know. I just really like this casting. It very much reminds me of childhood. This is another one. This is a Corgi Jr. XJ6. I think he threw this one in because, I didn't buy this one. I would have remembered the weird sticker, and I probably would have bought it just for the weird sticker alone. But it's got a broken windshield, and that is perfect for my kind of build. So that is awesome. Thank you, Jeff. There's plenty more to go in here. He has spoiled me today. So let's see. Oh, this is another good one. This is a fantasy Matchbox limo. I like this one. It's kind of cyberpunk, kind of late 90s Cadillac futurism. But very interesting. It looks like somebody punched out or cut out part of the base. That's weird. So, yeah. Maisto Mercedes Coupe. That's cool. It's actually got a pretty decent interior. Still nub steering wheel, but proportion-wise, that's a decent casting. Could do something fun with that. What is this? Oh, this is a one I like. Thank you, sir. Always love this guy. Looks pretty intact, too. This one, the modified racer, usually these things are destroyed. But, the front is all tore up. But that's okay, because as you may have seen from some of my racer builds, they're usually pretty tore up, and I see where it's kind of collapsed there. But that's not a big deal. We can work with that. Very fun. I am going to have to build this one soon. I've been itching to build this car. Now I don't have an excuse because I think I've got 3 of them. So, if you've made it this far, thanks for sticking around. Leave a comment letting me know which car you like the best and which one you'd like to see as a custom. I'm always curious what people would like to see. This is interesting. This is made in Macau. Universal product. 1978, I think. Made in Macau. And it's a pretty small casting. Here's more. That would be like up here usually, but yeah, it's a nice casting. That'd be great for like an HO set. A Ford, just Ford, Hong Kong. It's definitely a British Ford if it is a Ford. Old Co-style truck. That's interesting. It's got kind of a flip thing to it. Weird front. I love these. Refuse van, Corgi Jr. It was very British. Refuse. Cool front. I could definitely do something with that. That is definitely itching for some kind of Gaslands, something or other. Almost doing ASMR with all these, all this plastic and wrestling. Hopefully it's not too bad on the mic. Oh, by the way, did you notice I've got a join button now on the YouTube stuff down? It should be right there-ish. And so yeah, if you want to support the channel, you can do it there. All of the funding will go straight into things like buying more cars, supporting other builders, doing customs, doing special projects. I've got a really cool project I'm talking about with another YouTuber and a couple other YouTubers that I can't talk about right now. That is going to take some effort, but please be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you can hear about that when it develops. I'm really excited about that. I cannot say any more about it though at this time. These are very cool. This is a red line. I'm slowly getting some red lines. I love this. This is the Mercedes C111. It was their Gullwing, their other Gullwing, I should say, the forgotten Gullwing, and one of the few Hot Wheels cars that had actual Gullwing doors. I know they just did a 300 RLC with the opening doors, but just a very cool casting. The Tampo work is a work of fantasy, but I would like to do one as like a barn find in the orange that these were famous for being. As another one that I love, the classic Challenger from Lesney Matchbox. It's got a few cracks on the windshield, but you know, again, perfect candidate for one of my customs. You might recall I built a Gaslands vehicle out of the raked version of this, the really jacked up version of this casting. This is one that we had as a kid that I always thought it was a Jeep, and now I'm realizing it is not a Jeep. It is a JP4. I think this is a Renault, if I recall correctly. Yeah, so French Jeep sort of thing, but very fun. It's got little details down in there, like a little bag, looks like some shoes and stuff in there. Very fun casting. Nice to have this one in my collection again. Had it as a kid, and it has been lost to the ages, but it was that exact, it looked just like that. This one, I think I got this for like $2 or $3 from him, but it was a really good price. And he got it for a really good price too, but it was still, he sold it for a very good price. 70, this is 71 GTO? No, I think it's 70 with the exposed headlights, but interesting kind of pro street setup. Don't really have a lot of cars like this, and it's got some very weird wheels. Look at those wheels. Kind of a saw blade triangle thing going on. So thought that was a fascinating casting. Hadn't seen it before. Had to pick that one up. Got a few more in here, and we'll wrap things up. Again, just want to give a shout out to Jeff. Big thank you. Please check him out. Use the code FlyingValiant for 10% off your order between now and December 31st, 2021. It's another freebie from Jeff. An old Yachtming. That one has definitely seen better days. I think I'm going to have to take, you know, all of these kind of guys and do like a field. You know, you've got, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but in the States we have these where people will just have a field of abandoned trucks. And I don't know what the story is behind them, but they just kind of crop up every now and then. We definitely have our fair share of them in Florida. So curious if that's something that is seen elsewhere in the world. These are two other ones that I did pick up. This one is just a fun casting. I dig it. The guys are about 1/64th scale. I do not know why I'm attracted to this one so much, but I just love it. It's silly and fun. And it's got these nice die-cast horns on the top. And this one is complete and in very good shape, and it was a very good price. So, again, this is another one that I've had before, but I love this forklift. It's got great action to it. The lever stays flat the whole way up and down the travel, which is nice. We used to use it to fling cars. I had the green version of this. This is another good example. There you go. Check that out. Pretty nice. So, all right. Well, that's it for me here. Just wanted to share this and help you save a buck or two on your purchases for customs or collectibles. He's got a lot of stuff in varying condition, and if you don't see what you're looking for, ask him. He's probably got it behind the counter somewhere. So, as always, I want to thank you for coming along with me for the ride. So, until next time, stay fresh, cheese bags.